Well-being is, it means living a life of pleasure. You live in a situation whereby you have peace in your mind.
It was a special day. So many gifts were given to kids who were there. One of them was the flag of Nigeria.
This year, as the world marks the International Day of Older Persons, the theme reminds us, older persons are not just witnesses to history, they are drivers of change.
I joined the regular road safety we have regalia we wear, whereby we go on patrol, monitor traffic, advise people on how to drive and also not to make mistake while driving. With that one, we are putting help as an elder.
I love to be remembered for being good.
Their aspirations, their well-being, and their rights shape our collective future.
I still want to make sure that the aspiration that I have is to look after my children, my grandchildren, and the great-grandchildren God gave me.
Gbeminiyi Laolu-Adewale, I'm 78 years old. And I remember when we were growing up, you must come home before dark. 9 o'clock is the time for prayer, and the gates to the house are locked. So wherever you go, you must be at home before 9 o'clock in the evening. My name is Alaja Latifat Abimbola Ogunleye. I was born February 16th, 1949 in Lagos Island here at the Mercy Children's Hospital. I went to primary school at Amuto and Zarudin. From there, I went to Egbado College for about 3 or 4 years. I didn't complete it because that time I have my own father. I shouldn't say everybody's father. They don't believe in sending girls, female children to higher institution and all that. But after some time, I worked with Biwaka Papa. From there, I went to England.
October 1st is more than just a date on the calendar. Across the world, it is the International Day of Older Persons, and here in Nigeria, it is our Independence Day. Our elders still recall the sounds, the flag, and the hope that filled the air in 1960.
October 1st, 1960, I was in primary 3.
I was still in primary school. I was in primary 6.
Ọjọ́ independence ọjọ́ ayọ̀ ni torí mi náà wà ní primary 3 ngbà yẹn ní LA school.
I was 10 and probably I was in primary 3 then or primary 4. I cannot remember very well. And they said we got independence. I didn't know what it meant, but they told us that Nigeria is now independent, that we are no more under colonial rule. At that time, I did not appreciate much what it meant by being under a colonial rule. And on that day, it was a special day. So many gifts were given to kids who were there. One of them was the flag of Nigeria. They gave to each one of us. They gave us the cups, and they made beautiful and yummy lunch for us, packed very full. And to be honest with you, was one of the best meals I've ever had in my life.
We were lined up on a road, and they prepared tea then for cocoa tea, they call it then. Then I could remember that when we were rushing, I just fell and people were stepping on me. So that was all I knew then.
We were given small flags to march So we marched, we heard it, we had songs and all that. It was a lovely day.
My village was one of the mini stadium that was used where other communities, villages were coming in to celebrate the anniversary.
I can remember that day in our school then, they gave us one flag, if I can recollect, flag of green, white, green. Then in the afternoon, plus cup, that's one cup, plastic cup, like butter color like this. Then in the afternoon of that very day, they gave us a plate of rice with big meat. We really enjoy ourselves that very day.
Láti bí ó ti kújọ́ mẹ́ta yẹn gbogbo àdúgbò dùn, inú wa dùn. Àwa gan tá jọ mọ iléèwé abọ́tá bá ti gbé lọ sí school ńjọ́ yẹn. Náà fi máa bu jíjẹ fún wa náà tún máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ńláńlá méjì sí. Wọ́n fún wa ní báàgì Nigeria independence kìíní. Green, white, green. Inú wa dùn gan. Wọ́n fún wa ní cup Nigeria ọ̀fẹ́ ni wọ́n kó gbogbo ẹ̀ fún wa ní school wa ní LA school.
In their memories, we find the spirit of freedom and the dreams that carried Nigeria into independence. They remind us that the story of our nation is the story of its people. Today, their voices still push for justice, equity, and progress, proving that older persons continue to drive both local and global action.
They celebrated it very well, very interesting. People enjoyed it. And people went about so much that they enjoyed it so much that they went about taking placards to celebrate, to mark a beginning of some things.
We were sent to the field to go and celebrate the independence, that Nigeria has relieved itself from the British people. That was what we were celebrating on that day. So we were given flags. We went to the field, everybody was dancing like this. So we were all happy, flagging the flags given to us on that day.
Yeah, there's this famous park where we all went. We went there, so there were choristers from different churches. I was a chorister in my church, Christ Apostolic Church, Butemeta. I was one of those who went to sing. So we sang, we were all happy. They told us Nigeria was getting her independence. Although we were teenagers, children, we were all rejoicing, we were happy, and we had even a special song for that occasion, you know, which our choir sang. I remember part of the song. Do you want me to sing part of it? Òmìnira dé wẹ́rẹ́ ó dé, ọpẹ́ ìyìn fọ́bángíjì. Òmìnira dé wẹ́rẹ́ ó dé, ọpẹ́ ìyìn fọ́bángíjì. Muso 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 muso. Òmìnira dé wẹ́rẹ́ ó dé, ọpẹ́ ìyìn fọ́bángíjì. So let me just translate it a little. That is, independence has come for us. Here it is here. Glory be to God Most High. So I think that's the summary of the song.
In African tradition, to grow old was to grow into honor. Elders were cared for by children and grandchildren, supported by the extended family system. This was the essence of filial piety, a deep respect for parents and elders that guided the community life. But today, as families become smaller and urban pressures grow, the question remains, how strongly do we still hold on to this tradition of care?
My name is Margaret Moni Oshinaike ni Mofolashayo. I'm strolling to 90.
My name is Ethel Adebisi Adetoye. I was born on the 14th of October 1936.
In our own days, we know how to give respect to certain age. Those that we will kneel down for, we do that. We did that. Those that we will hug, we did that. Those that we will just say, hello girls, we did that. But on the whole, we're happy to rejoice with one another. We're happy to say hello. We're happy to say, how are you?
Ṣé mọ̀ pé ayé ìgbà yẹn ọ̀wọ̀ wà, ìbọ̀wọ̀ fàgbà wà, èsì bẹ́ẹ̀ ojú ti là. Gbogbo ọmọ kan ṣe tó wù wọ́n. Ibùdó gan ọmọ tó jọmọ bíbí inú ẹni tọ́mọ tó jọjọ́ ọmọ ni. Ṣé nígbà yẹn ìbẹ̀rù wà, ìbẹ̀rù òbí wà. Tó jẹ́ pé òbí àti pé káì. Ibùdó gan tó bá ṣe báyìí sí ọmọ yẹn ti máa mọ̀. Bó ṣaṣọ gan ló kù, ọmọ yẹn ti ní sáì. Àmọ́ ní ìsìn, tó bá ń wo ọmọ girama nìsan, why should you look like this? Kí ni mo ṣe? Olùkọ́ náà jọ kó ràn wá lọ́wọ́.
Nowadays, they don't treat elderly well because the pursuit of money. Our children, they are only after monetary aspect, and it's not only money that you can take care of your parents or your elderly people within the community. But people, then we don't go far away. We live together. Unlike nowadays, people who travel abroad, people who travel to Lagos, people who, sometimes they abandon their parents here. Nowadays, nobody to take care.
In the olden days, when you see an elderly carrying a load, either whether you know the person or you don't know the person, you have to run and carry the son and help the mother or the woman to carry the load. Praise the Lord. But nowadays, even if you see an elderly person sitting down, if you sit down on a motor, let's assume this Lagos bus or whatsoever, if you see an elderly person standing up, instead of you to stand up, if you just balance yourself and be and directing your face on your phone, you will be able to do whatever you are doing. But in the olden days, when you see an elderly person just coming like that, you have to stand up and give him or her a due respect that he's due for. But nowadays, there is nothing like that. So that is the reason why the AG says that charity begins at home.
Once, the African family system was a circle that never broke, where elders passed down wisdom and the young gave back care. Now, modern lifestyles and migration test these bonds. Our elders challenge us to preserve the tradition of respect and belonging, even in a changing world.
Elderly people were well cared for in those days when my own father was alive. Now, civilization has spread all places in Nigeria now. And what happens is no longer the way we wanted it.
In the community then, people work together. The welfare of every one of the family is general to the others. Elderly people, we respect them, we give them their honor. We don't disobey elderly people. We give them full respect, full support.
In those days, the elders lived, it was a community association. That is community. In a community, the community cared for the elders. The elders have the younger ones to send them on errands. It was a togetherness in the community that the elders are well cherished and well catered for. You run errands for them. Your parents did too. We had a lot of things in common. Those who have will share with those who don't have. So that was how the elders were taking care of then.
My grandpa married 13 wives and 3 born of Ilara Moki in Ondo State. So in that 13 wives, any woman that prepare food for a day like this, they have a big circle plate that they will put the food that everybody, once they say that the food is ready, all those 13 wives, the children will just come out like that. They will sit around the table of that food. If you can be able to eat very well, you are on your own. If you cannot be able to eat like others, your mommy will not take you inside your own room to go and give you another food. So there is cooperation, and they were so united together.
As we listen, we hear more than memories. We hear aspirations for dignity, for care, for a Nigeria where aging is not a burden, but a blessing. Their voices call for rights to health, well-being and respect. Rights that must be protected in both local communities and the global stage. Because well-being in old age is not a privilege, it is a right.
My hope for Nigerian future is for things to get better, for the government to take charge and begin to do that which are supposed to do.
The poverty should change, they should improve it. The security, the medical, work, they should try and provide work for people, for young generation to start to have something doing. When somebody is busy, he won't think of doing bad things. Well-being means everything. 1, joy for you, peace of mind. You have joy, tranquility. That is the grace of God that you enjoy to bring your labor to fruition. It's a well-being to an elderly person. It enhances longevity.
Well-being is, it means living a life of pleasure, a life full of pleasure, a life full of livelihood, and you have what you want. You live in a situation whereby you have peace in your mind. You may not eat in expensive food, but food that nourishes your body, that nourishes your soul, food that will keep you moving, the health that will keep you live a healthy life.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the FullCircle Strongest Twist competition. And on this floor we have our biggest, sweetest, amazing Grandma 19 and Grandma 89. And let's see if anyone is going to let go of the tour. Ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, go! Let's go! 1, keep clapping. 2, go Grandma. 3, go Grandma 19, go Grandma 89, go Grandma 19, go Grandma 89. Grandma 19 is in a Yago day. You will meet me there. Grandma 89 is doing it. He said, I'm still very strong. It's not about the age, it's about the mind. Grandma 19 said, I will stay here. I will not let you go. You are not going anywhere. Grandma 89 is holding it up. Grandma 89 saying, no, I'm still going to hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, they've been able to win. Put your hands together. Both of them are winners.
Treatment for elders should be free. To me, should be absolutely free, and it should be yearly. They should be doing evaluation, medical evaluation for us every year. That is that they should be giving us some money to support us every month. I think we need that. They should be supporting us every month because it's not an easy thing. I'm not employable anymore. So government should do something for us.
Freedom of speech is one of our well-being. Once the elderly are being respected, you are free to say whatever you want to say at the particular time without anybody looking at you and saying, is that one not too much? Mommy, please go inside. No, don't say that one. You will free. You will have rest of mind. But in a situation where you want to, maybe you want to eat, and what you want to eat is not available, or you have it, and because you are an elderly person and nobody to help you to prepare it, am I correct? Am I communicating? It's an elderly abuse.
Food is memory. Our elders carry recipes that are slowly disappearing. Flavors of a Nigeria many young people have never tasted. These vanishing traditions remind us that culture, like life, must be passed down or risk being lost forever.
I like pounded yam and egusi soup. When I say that, I am okay.
When we are young, we normally call something dundu. That yam, you fry it with palm oil. You know, but we don't see it again. We call something ojojo. That when we are young, that we normally take in the afternoon, we don't see it again.
Oúnjẹ tá ń jẹ ńgbà yẹn bí ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ bí nǹkan ìbílẹ̀ tá ń jẹ tó jẹ́ pé kò tẹ̀ ní kíá nísìnyí bó ti di góòlù. Mo wà nínú mọ́tò ńjọ́ kan báyìí là ń kọjá lọ sí Bẹ́gàbí. Mo bá ń wọ lọ́gẹ̀dẹ̀ ń bá pè lọ́ba ní 25 mo ní ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ mélòó 2005. Mo ní sẹ́ kò gba 1000 ọmọ nínú mọ́tò ní kọ́mọ̀dà mi lóhùn o ṣé mo pàgbàlagbà ni. Àwọn oúnjẹ tó gbogbo jíjẹ tó ń sara lóore ńgbà yẹn ti di góòlù ní ìsìn. Èèyàn jẹ búrẹ́dì kan jẹ snáìsì. Tẹ́lẹ̀ mi ń jẹ búrẹ́dì o.
Eating beans, I love it. I know how to cook it, to make it really soft. And the ingredients that I will put into it, I know how I do it. And when I turn it together and becomes one, it's very, very enjoyable.
I miss imoyo. My grandmother used to prepare imoyo for us. And sometimes they prepare imoyo from aruga gongo.
Me, at the younger age, I like pounded yam with special soup and bushmeat. And these are made available within the community because you get it so fresh.
Well, I am an Ijebu lady, and the best food in Ijebu is the kokore. So it's one of the food I still cherish, and I still cook, and I still eat till date.
My name is Amarachi Helena Nukole, and I'm a staff here at FullCircle Geriatric Care Services. It's been such an amazing journey working here. The seniors are such incredible learners, fast learners, and it's really encouraging to see what they can do with their fingers, their minds. And I would like to say that every parent, every senior should be here, because it's not just a place where you meet each other. It's a place where they feel seen, they are celebrated, and they learn every day. I mean, we all know that an idle mind is the devil's workshop, but keeping their minds engaged, keeping their hands engaged, their body engaged, it increases the lifespan, and it helps them enjoy the old age. Like, we believe old age is not a disease, it is not a curse, it is beautiful. It should be, it's admirable. I would encourage every child to please enroll their parents at FullCircle Geriatric Daycare. It's such an amazing place to be.
FullCircle has had a major impact in that you get cheered up when you come here. You see other people, even those who are older than you, and those younger than you, and those of your age group. You see them here. You meet, you talk, you discuss. I think it's very good. You are cheered up. You don't just sit at home watching television from morning till evening and so on. And you know, they have good ideas. They read stories of how people can live longer, how they can live long, beautiful lives. Like the story on Ikigai people that they read to us the other time. So I really enjoy that, and I even want to go and read more about them, their way of life.
Good afternoon. My name is Gbeminiyi Laolu-Adewale. I'm a gerontologist and the founder of FullCircle Geriatric Care Services. So if I were to articulate what the impact we have made in society is, I would say, first of all, is general wellness. Our seniors, when you see a FullCircle senior, you see a happy, vibrant senior citizen who is able to make use of all of their capabilities the way God has made them, even in old age. Another big impact I see us making is in the area of longevity. You know, when we started, our goal was we want to provide wellness as a service in solving for loneliness and isolation in old age. And we intended that if seniors came into our community and maybe doctors had said they had 3 months to live, we want to stretch that 3 months into 8 months, 12 months, and even 24 months, just by the kind of community we are building and the kind of activities we expose them to. I'm very happy to say today that I think we have ticked that box and ticked it successfully well, because our seniors are indeed thriving. Our oldest senior right now is 97 years old. He was 97 in July. He's still here. Regardless of how limited, you know, the older you get, the limitations with movements and all, he's still here. We have nanogenarians within our community and they are thriving. One thing that really gives me joy when people come into our community and maybe they are very frail or they are at their lowest, the moment they step into FullCircle and they see their fellow seniors, maybe the person is 85 and sees a 90-year-old still marching, still jumping, they are positively challenged to want to do better. And indeed, they start to do better because they are seeing everyone around them like, oh, this person has similar problems, but he or she is thriving. So why am I not thriving? What is my limitation? So they're able to surmount that mental, conditioning, step out of it and truly start to thrive. So those will be the impacts I would say we've made. And in the families too, I would say for families, just being a part of FullCircle, having their seniors as part of FullCircle has made families, I'll say, better and happier. Because if you have a senior who is not thriving, it's a burden onto you. But once they're able to get themselves back, start to find somewhere to go, they have a community, they're engaging, it's less stress on you mentally, physically, financially.
I will not lie. I thank God that I joined FullCircle this year. I joined them in March, and it has impacted my life. I meet people of my age. We discuss life together, what we have been through together, what we are going through again now, our experiences with family members, our experiences raising our children, where our children are, and you know, it's been a wonderful experience being in the midst of people of my age and older, because we see how people who are 90 plus in our midst. So from the rich experience of each other, we are growing stronger, healthier, and more hopeful.
But I'm happy this one is existing. It's making us more happy. We don't have to think, no reason for you to think. There's no reason for dementia and all that. It's really very, very helpful. Because some of my friends in Ibadan, they are asking me if something like this is in Ibadan. I asked her, she said, not yet. So things like that in Ibadan, Abeokuta. And I pray for her to have branches, to enlarge more. You know, she's doing a fantastic job, making us happy, keeping us smiling, you know, putting smiles on our faces every week. It's not a small work, it's a fantastic job. In Yoruba, I'm a wife, well, I'm a back. That means we'll be coming and we'll be meeting you. Gbeminiyi, you are doing a fantastic job, and God will continue to be with her, guide her, protect her family.
Hi everyone, my name is Ifeoluwa, and I'm a staff at FullCircle Geriatric Care Services. And being working at FullCircle has been very lovely. I've learned how to be supportive, to care for seniors, and also to look out for them at every given time. Each day coming to FullCircle, I've learned to be professional at my work and to do everything professionally. It's a dream come true, and I always enjoy my time here.
Hi, my name is Eniye, and my mom, Mrs. Fadaka, we registered her in FullCircle. She's not the type that really talks even from time when she was younger. Even though she's social, she likes, you know, people around her and stuff like that. But because now she's much older, there are not too many people around her. And so we registered her in FullCircle so that she could have more, you know, make new friends, do a lot of more activities. She likes to do puzzles, you know, because we buy that for her and she does that a lot. So like in FullCircle, they have puzzles to do, they have games to play, they discuss, they dance, they do all kinds of stuff, they do a lot of movement. And she's not really been moving a lot because of her old age, but here that will give her opportunity to move and also make new friends and see other people and really improve her social awareness. We are social beings and she's a social person, so it has really helped her a lot. And I believe that as she continues to come, she's really going to get much better.
This October 1st, we celebrate freedom and wisdom, Nigeria's independence, and the International Day of Older Persons remind us of one truth: that the strength of a nation lies in the respect it gives to those who came before, past, present, and future, bound together in hope, dignity, and love.
So October 1st is recognized globally by the United Nations as the International Day of Older Persons. I'm very delighted that the United Nations decided to set aside such a day to celebrate older persons, because indeed they deserve to be celebrated. For their generation, they've worked really hard. Their generation, part of them were those that fought the Civil War. They're the ones who got Nigeria to the point of independence. There's so much history within that generation. So they definitely deserve to be celebrated, to be acknowledged. So I'm happy about that. And for this year, if I look at the theme, they have rights too. They have rights to well-being. They have rights to be included in society. So I'm very happy about the celebration. I'm happy about the theme for 2025. And much more than anything else, we at FullCircle are in support of this celebration. And that's why we put together sessions, interviews, documentaries to document their lives, their opinions, their thoughts, their advice to the younger generation. And we're really proud to be doing what we do at FullCircle, which is caring for those who once cared for us. We want their lives, their times, long after they are gone, to remain meaningful and impactful for the world as it is.
We normally give out things, whether financial, whether in terms of food stuff, to people that we believe that are in need. And we also help those that needed help in some other area. And even there are situations whereby people may need financial in their children, maybe school fees, whatever, help are always rendered. But beyond that, as a person, irrespective of the age I'm currently in, I am a special marshal in FRC. What do we do? Save life. I didn't say because I've retired, I am no longer doing anything, but I still have responsibility to have people live still in real life, not dying, not cutting shell. Because our slogan is safer road, fuller life. Safer road, fuller life. And because of that, so most of the time on weekend, I join the regular road safety we have regular whereby we go on patrol, monitor traffic, advise people on how to drive and also not to make mistakes while driving. With that one, we are putting help as an elder.
How I contribute to my family, I love all of my family, my nuclear family, my compound, my extended family. I take good care of them because it's not only money that you need to take care of your body. Once you think that something is going wrong and you intercede. Nigeria, we hail thee, our own decades far. Those violent songs may be from the brotherhood we sang. Nigerians all are proud to serve as sovereign motherland.
Before giving advice to the young ones, I would like to advise the parents too, because upbringing comes in a long way. Nowadays, these children has no home training because their parents hasn't got time for them, unlike our own time. So I blame the children, I blame the parents, and I blame the government as well. Because in our own days, you go to school, the teacher flogs you, but these days, if any teacher flogs you, the parents will go and fight the teacher, which means there is no training at all.
I would like to stress that age is precious and it has to be respected. I teach my children to kneel down when they want to greet me. That is a sign of respect and humility.
Ọlọ́run jọ̀ọ́ kó fi ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run àti ìbẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run sí wọn lọ́kàn. Tó náà mọ̀ sí àwọn àgbòyàn lójú. Ẹ wò báyìí bí mo ti ṣe ń lọ kẹ́kẹ́kẹ́kẹ́ báyìí bó wá jẹ́ pé mi wà ní ọ̀dọ̀ ọmọ mi tán fi mọ́tò gbé mi jáde bí mo bá wọ mọ́tò ni. Bọ́ọ̀ bá fẹ́ súnmọ́ gbogbo àgbàlagbà làjẹ̀ màálẹ̀ náà dàbẹ́ o.
The children of nowadays are too much in a hurry. And then they depend mainly on their own wisdom. It's like you have a cow moving from Kano, saying, I can go on my own to reach Lagos. Before he gets to Lagos, he can't walk halfway before he becomes a victim. So, with the haste with which our young ones now are rushing into things, by all means, it's not good for their lives.
Well, I think young people should work hard wherever they are. They should be faithful, honest. If they are students, let them face their studies and work hard so that they get good education. And when you are working, be faithful wherever you are. Do what is right. Don't join all these people who want to get rich quickly, you know, it doesn't work.
The message I'm sending is that we should imbibe the culture of accountability. It's very important. When Nigeria does that, you will see that Nigeria is a great country, full of potentials.
To look more inward for development. They should not rely more on the so-called foreign help, because most often those help comes with attachment that will bar or will not allow Nigeria to go or get to the destination.
Enjoin every one of us to love one another, to care for one another, and to eschew evil and greediness. Let us be contented. Join hands together and build this nation together again.
I want to be remembered as somebody who is very resilient. I follow my ambition. I don't give up. I'm not the type that gives up at all. I don't give up. No matter how hard things are, I make myself strong. I face life with strength.
I love to be remembered for being good, for liking, to like everybody. Cheerful, love people love others like I love myself. And I care for other people's children. Anywhere I go, they know I'm there.
I want to be remembered for holiness and righteousness.
I would like to be remembered for good things. Like I have said, I don't have much, but I know I impact lives. I do. I don't want to see people suffering where I am. Maybe somebody just saying, I want to have a shop. I will say, okay, how much do you think that shop can cost? If I can't do it alone, I will call people around me. So person needs so. How can we help?
I would like to be remembered by singing. We don't have any ill feeling between us. But the song that I will sing is one song that we sang in the school. Shake Let us be friends. Let us forget all days of sorrow. Shake, let us be their friends forevermore.